Yeah, yeah. After
Welcome to my channel. It's called Founder After Hours.
Founder After Hour. Yes.
Yeah, where I'm going to be discussing real stuff actually. My name, Paul.
Yeah.
Paul John.
Am I?
Let me put the opera there so
Yeah,
people know
and
that.
that.
People know that I'm Nigerian. I'm
Exactly.
also Swedish. So while I was doing my entrepreneurial journey, I would say, I was looking for different kind of the channels or groups where I can basically learn this thing called entrepreneurship or just share from people's experiences.
Exactly.
But to be fair, I got few
Yeah, you
people's
got mentors,
stories.
didn't you?
Yeah, I have mentors.
Yeah.
And I have few people's stories.
Exactly.
But you know, one thing about mentors is like they mentor you, but some of the things during their grinding days, I don't know if I can use that word, right?
Yeah, you
grinding
can use
days.
it, please.
During their days, they've probably forgotten most of how it feels like, to start from the beginning.
Exactly.
Right.
Life edits itself.
Yeah. So it just kind of exactly
Yeah.
right. Then I was like, okay, maybe before I also fall short of that,
Yeah.
I should document my own, right?
Document it while it's raw.
While it's raw, my dear brother. It is really, really
Exactly.
raw right now.
Yep,
And
yep,
then
yep.
maybe a few people can just draw inspiration from it and see, okay, what it is to actually be a founder, a startup founder.
Yeah, founder.
Yeah. And to
Founder
start a
after
business. Yeah, founders after hours. And also, I will also try to throw in some of the, it doesn't always have to be serious, right?
So true.
Variety is the spice of life, they say.
Exactly.
Right? So,
exactly.
I mean, you also see, I travel a lot, so I can also throw in, my experiences when I travel.
Yeah.
And also throw in some of the grind there. And those are the things. And you're going to be getting like really raw stuff, right? My life, my daily, maybe not daily, but at least
Nobody wants to hear that.
yeah. So at least what it means to be a startup entrepreneur, and the challenges that you face. I mean, the decision that you have to do, that you have to take, and sleepless nights, and of course the fun part. And I really do appreciate. Adenuga here is my brother. And by the way, this doesn't have to be perfect because
Perfection is not what we're looking for.
No, we are not looking for that.
It's real.
It's the real one.
Exactly.
Yeah, to show people that this is actually real, because some of the things I'm probably going to say, it's just going to come because of what I'm currently going through. So this is not like 7 principles of entrepreneurship or 8 principles of. As a matter of fact, I think when you hear people start to say the framework, follow these 5 pillars, it's either they've made it.
Exactly. So they're not telling you the steps. They're not telling you the 3 steps. They've edited everything out. Then these steps are just, this is general, but they will tell you this is it.
So I'm not going to be doing that. I'll just tell you the way, as it hot, right?
As it hot.
Yeah, I will tell you like how is, there's not going to be any 5 step. If I have the 5 step figured out, I'll probably not be here. But maybe in 5-10 years time, I will be able to codify it and tell you, okay, this is the 5 step, this is 6 step. And this is not to knock down that there are framework, there are good books that last year I read over 50 books actually, right? So you can borrow from their experiences. But there's another touch that was missing for me, and that's like speaking to someone that is actually doing it, and that person really exposing everything and say, okay, bro, this is how I'm feeling it, or sis, this is how I'm feeling it. And that's what that's how I will try to at least try to bridge. Yeah, I have like over 25 years working experience within IT sector. I've lived and worked in like at least 8 to 9 different countries. So I have done like from tech support, frontline support, up to like directorship, strategic positions across. If I say across the globe now, it will sound really. let's keep it simple.
Exactly.
The Americas,
exactly.
Europe, and Africa.
Yeah,
yes. Right. So
nothing in China.
Yeah. No.
Not China.
I've never even been to Asia actually.
You have?
No.
Neither have I.
That would be. Yeah.
Neither have I. Yeah, I think that's bucket list kind of thing.
Yeah. So I've never really been to Asia, but I've done like some decent travel. So I'm really excited. I'm very happy to have you, Adenuga.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Let's dive into it. You know what? How do I put this? Because this whole thing is supposed to be about your journey. And excuse the English accent. It comes and goes. That's another story for another day.
We'll put the Nigerian
we go add some Niger flavor inside.
Right, absolutely.
But every now and again it'll pop out.
And don't forget, this is not supposed to be for only the African one. This is quite generic, right? Please.
I'm one of a million. I'm 100% sure of that.
Yeah,
there's so many of us that we call it code switching, but I tend to be more British from time to time. And then when push comes to shove, my Niger
just kick in.
Comes out and he tells me, no mess with you. I understand. So don't let the English accent fool you, kind of thing. Yeah, but we're talking about your journey. So let's start at the beginning. As that man said, at the beginning.
Yes.
Let's start at the beginning.
So let's do that one. If we can even figure out the beginning, right? I will try to find. Where it starts for me.
Yeah. Okay. Let's delve into that.
So maybe the life before entrepreneurship.
Entrepreneurship. Exactly.
Yeah. So that I scare people away from entrepreneurship, right?
Yeah, exactly. Let's just paint the picture. Let's start, please.
Yeah.
Have the floor.
So before I resigned, I had 8 to 5. I had decent life where you have like cars, you even have like a Lexus Jeep, and
I like that.
You are guaranteed that at least you're going to get paid by the end of the month.
Exactly.
And if you happen to live in Sweden or anywhere in like European, I think it's the same thing like America, right? So you know that your payment is coming.
Payment is guaranteed.
Yeah, it's guaranteed. It's like on the 25th you have that.
Exactly.
Then you're able to pay your mortgage. You're able to I also happen to travel a lot in my regular job.
That he did. I remember that. He used to travel from every time we got to the office, he'd be like, oh yeah, I'm going to Saudi Arabia. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm going to Kenya.
Yeah. So so that used to be my life before entrepreneurship. But the major thing is that I never had to think about providing for the family, meeting up the obligations.
Yeah.
And just helping people around also, because I know at least there's a guaranteed income coming.
Yes.
So I was lounging, if you want.
Technically, well, maybe not flossing per se, but it was easier to make that kind of commitment to someone. So if someone asks you for some money for whatever reason, some help, whatever. It was easy to calculate exactly where the
help is coming from, because
you
I
knew
know
that
at least something.
Salary is coming, so if I give you this, it's not like I'm going to be wanting at the end of the month.
Absolutely. And of course, there are some side hustle here and there.
Of course.
But it's not. But you can only think you are expert in side hustle when you have main hustle bringing in money.
Exactly. When one is bringing the main bread,
When you have main bread, you start to become a motivational speaker.
Of course.
Do side hustle, this, that. Do you know you can generate this by the end of the month? That you're very, very eloquent in that.
Of course.
When you terminate the main hustle,
when the main bread thing comes, you're like, okay. So that's a different stratosphere.
Very, very different. Yeah. So life before entrepreneurship, life before me starting my own, going fully into my own, was pretty stable, right? Everybody around me were like satisfied because at least they know what to expect. I also know what to expect. I can plan. I know that I can go for like 2 or 3 vacations in a year with the family. So I got a mortgage. So it was pretty decent to say the least.
Okay.
Yeah.
So You know what? Now that we've basically gone into what was that spark? What was that thing that made you think that the 9 to 5 was not suiting where you wanted to be? Because I know it's not about lifestyle.
No.
Lifestyle was already taken care of. What was it that made you feel like, okay, I need to step out from the cover or the safety net?
Yeah, the safety net. My brother, that safety net is it's a proper safety net too.
Yeah.
Because like, especially when you are really earning, like you're probably like 1% of the 1% of the 1%, the way they say it. Yeah. I mean, you're earning, so it's very difficult to make that decision.
Yeah.
But I think apart from it being genetics, actually, because I think some of us just like troubles. Some of us just like troubles. We just like troubles.
You know that kind of person that thinks that, this thing is too sweet.
It's just like,
just carry some bitter cola.
Yeah. Why stability?
Exactly.
I hate stability.
This is too easy now.
Let's check something.
Yeah.
No, I think on a serious note, it was more like I got to a point in my life where I felt that is this all that it is to life? I mean, is it? Because if I continue to push in the professional environment, I'll probably one day, maybe before I'm 60, somebody will probably say, "Oh, maybe you can be a CEO or you can be." And I felt like, okay, you know what? Since every company that I've ever worked for, I've always been taking it like my personal company. Yeah. So I work anyways. But I got to a point where I was just so I had, if it's talking about certification, I have over 40 certifications. Like, so I did everything. I did everything right? Yeah. To progress within the corporate ladder, if you want to put it.
Of course.
But then I got to a point where I just got stuck, right? I got stuck, and I felt like, okay, what else can I actually aspire to be?
Expand on the getting stuck part. I think that part is that's the cocoa.
Yeah, that's the real.
That's the cocoa. I mean, what made you feel stuck?
So what? I mean, I really like the fact that you're asking that question, actually. So I got stuck because I wanted to be like really help people in that sense. I wanted to be like an employer of maybe not friends, but people that are actually trying to get into the industry. I can tell you like let's remove all the veil actually.
Okay.
So I think it really got me where I have a good position, right? Like on paper, right?
On paper, yeah.
And then I looked at people like competent people, right? Competent people. I wouldn't say of African descent now, like generally.
Generally,
like, really competent people really come in and say, "Oh, please, can you get us something in your company? Can you do this? Can you do that?" And I felt really powerless. Because I couldn't really do anything. And I know that there's a potential to be able to, create something. Even if you don't succeed, at least you try. You
miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
At least So that's one. But apart from trying to save the world, there's also the personal part where I couldn't just. As a matter of fact, I was driving one day. I think I did my CISSP certification. So as I was coming back,
CISSP.
Yeah.
You don't talk about that one.
Yeah.
Expand.
CISSP is a cybersecurity certification.
Okay. Yes, cybersecurity certification. Okay.
Or security in general certification, and which I have a bunch of them, right? Then I was like, so what next? Actually, because for me, once I do something, I will start thinking about, okay, what is the next one? What is the next one? What is the next one? But then I felt like, okay, what else can I do? Should I be a CISO? Should I be like which is VP? What exactly should I do? But everything just felt very blank. Okay. I was so uninterested. At that time, and I don't know, maybe some of you actually feel like that at some point, because this got to me like 2 years ago, actually was when it got to me. No, actually it was 3 years ago. So it was 3 years ago.
I remember you started talking about the movement.
Yes.
Like, I've been here for too long.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's time to start.
It start to shake something.
Exactly, you need to shake something up.
Then I felt like, okay, if I shake something, am I going to another company to hold the same role?
Exactly.
Because what else am I going to do? Is it going to another company and become the CEO?
Yeah.
I'm becoming a CEO in Sweden. Nah.
We can talk about that.
That's another podcast.
That's a different podcast, you know?
So
stay tuned.
Then I'm like, okay, yes, so why will I leave here now and go to another company and pick up the same role? Of course, you will get the honeymoon phase where you feel like you are doing, but I knew that it was going to end same way.
Exactly.
And then I also look at my age and I'm like, okay, Paul, if you see that I have my braid now, it's a way of checking when I will start to lose them so that I can know how far I've actually worked hard. That's actually strategic. I have to put it there so that to be looking at this, maybe this recording and say, you used to have hair now, so that nobody will be trying me.
Exactly.
So I said, look at you are in your 40s now. Yeah. You probably have another 5 more years, right? 6, 10 more years, not to leave, but to. You can't guarantee.
Nothing is guaranteed.
Nothing absolutely. Guaranteed. So I felt like, okay, maybe it's time to do something. Yeah. So it was like 3 years, but I eventually made that decision in 2 years ago, February. Yeah, but making that decision, there are things that you need to put in place.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. For example, I mean, I can touch on that.
Go ahead, please.
Because, and this is not to beat anyone down. Like, if you are doing your 9 to 5, trust me, I envy you. I wish I could do that.
9 to 5.
But the thing is when it gets, because people have been asking me, how do you transition? What are the keys for you to transition? And I say, okay, if you are not a trust fund person, transitioning, there is no formula for it. If you have some kind of someone like funding you can, which is something that we're going to touch. Yeah, this is a channel that's going to.
But that said, did you put anything in place before making the jump?
Yeah, that's what I was going. Let me tell you that one.
Good. Let's go.
Yeah. So instead of putting something in place,
yeah,
because I calculated my salary in Sweden.
Okay.
It sounds very juicy, but the cost is also very high. I discovered that for me to even be anything to start something, I need to really cut lifestyle inflation. I basically need to be humble, to be honest.
I know.
All the shoulder pad that
exactly.
I have,
you have to
look for a scissors and start to cut the shoulder pad.
Yeah.
So one of the things I did was that I brought all my expenses to the forefront. That was a year before I made the decision. Because the thing is I did a simple math. Excel is always your friend, right? Yeah. I did the math and I'm like, okay, even if I save my salary and maintain my current cost of living, it will take me 15 years. Listen to this. It will take me 15 years for me to be able to save money that will give me the freedom of trying for 1 year.
Wow.
Then I'm like, shit.
Exactly.
I can't. How am I going to do that?
Exactly.
Right? So I will have to work for 15 years, then save
during that time.
Then by that time I will probably be going to my 60s.
Yeah.
Then I was like, okay, this is not a good formula. This is not a good formula. So I said, okay, why can't I just look at my current expenses? Yeah. Right? So Lexus has to go. Oof.
I know.
That was so all my big man just evaporated. So Lexus had to go. Yeah. Bills had to be reduced. Okay. Subscriptions, I don't watch Premier League anymore, right? Yeah, because I had to cancel my Viaplay.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Well, if you are watching your Viaplay, it's really fantastic. But so I had to contend with reality, to be honest. And I was okay. How do I bring this cost drastically down to the bare minimum? Yeah. Okay. So when I brought it down to the bare minimum, I did another calculation. Okay. what's the safety net that everybody's looking for? The safety net you're looking for, you're probably saying 1 year. That's a safety net.
Yes.
But I did that calculation. For me to maintain, to have a runway is practically how many months you can go without any income before you start to ask question, God, why me? Why me? So I did that calculation again. It will take me like 5 years.
Dang. Okay.
Then I'm like, however I do this math, it's not just math.
Exactly.
But then I said, okay, if this math is not mathing, but at least I've been able to reduce drastically my cost of living. And there were a lot of friends around that really, I had this discussion with them. But the things that friends can't help you to do is to make those decisions.
Of course.
And when you want to make the jump, you speak to friends. Sometimes it makes it even more difficult.
Of course, because then you start seeing their limitations.
They project
well.
their fears on you. And they
give
you they become like some voice of reasoning. And sometimes when you want to do this thing called, you don't need any reason.
You have to basically, from what I've been able to gather, you have to have the mindset of pretty much just do it.
Yeah, if I perish, I perish.
Exactly.
Right? That kind of mindset. So I did all the calculations and it wasn't calculating well at all. And I said, okay, you know what? At least can I have 3 months?
Okay.
And that's what I set as my target. So I did a 3-month target.
Okay.
Where I'm like, if I'm able to float myself, by floating myself, I meant like being able to pay the expenses in Sweden.
Okay.
And keep the family afloat, and also
maintain exactly on the other side.
On the other side. On the other side being because now I had to move to Nigeria, so I'm in Nigeria.
Exactly. He is going between Sweden and Nigeria.
So which we are going to talk again, like as we progress.
Yeah, you'll get that.
To Nigeria, you know how people will tell you that. Oh, Paul, when are you coming to? When are you coming to Nigeria? Don't worry, I have this contract for you. Yeah, we'll come to that one.
Yeah.
Right? We'll come to that one.
The carrot.
Yes.
They dangle the carrot.
The dangling carrot that
by the time you land, you now see the carrot is a mirage.
Yeah. There's no carrot there. There's absolutely no carrot there. Which is also a very good lesson that you need to learn, right?
Yeah.
You need to know that when you are making this decision, it is supposed to be a lonely road, but it's not really a lonely road when you have friends around.
Yeah.
But the loneliness comes with the fact that you will be the one to dance to the music.
Of course.
Yeah. So friends can help you out 1 month, 2 months. I think I was even having a discussion with one of my friends. It was like, how did you handle your cost? And I said, this is the formula that I used. If I come to you and I beg you for $15,000 for 1 month, maybe you can help me for 1 month.
1 month.
That would be it.
For 2
but
months.
if I come and say, my business is just $2,500, this one is even because if I come to you and I say, I just need $10,000, that's my bill for the month, you'll be like, this guy they enjoy a pass, my friend, get out of here, that kind of stuff. So I reduced it to the point where you know what I can say, please save me, save me.
Exactly.
And by the time 2 or 3 people comes around, they can save you. But I never, and that's something again. I might sound a bit all over the place, but there is a science behind this being all over the place because this thing is coming raw. It's not scripted. I don't have anything in front of me.
I'm just scripting Jack.
It's just coming. Yeah. So things that also help is illusion of having support.
I get you.
So I have friends that I know that if this shit hit the fence,
you can go to.
I can go to them for help. I don't know if they will help me.
Exactly. You can go.
But at least I have this illusion, right?
Yeah.
That at least if I call this one 1 month, it can help. Call this one. But I have never assessed any of all those help, right? Yeah. That also help. People might find it like, what is he talking about?
Isn't it similar to I lived in England and they started 24-hour shops.
Mm-hmm.
Just knowing that there were 24-hour shops made you feel like you could get to the shop at any time.
Yes.
But you always get to the shop at the normal time.
Yeah, at the normal time. but you have that insurance.
You have that, yeah, you feel
cover.
like, yeah, I can.
Absolutely.
I can.
So which is why it's very also important for you to surround yourself with people that, let them pretend at least that they can help you.
It makes you feel like you have a safety net.
Something will ginger you, right?
Yeah.
Something have to like kind of make you want to take that risk. It is risky because now, my reality now, it's, you want to hear about my reality now?
Oh, right? Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so, now I've got to the meat of the whole thing. Let's go.
My reality now is like, and these are the things you need to be comfortable with.
Okay.
Before you want to jump into the entrepreneurship or blow. I know there are. I mean, backtrack a bit. There are different ways of like you fail over safely.
Yeah.
Into your, so you have like a side hustle. Then when your side hustle become your
main thing,
hustle,
then you can leave.
Then you can flip. You can do this. I will not argue with that framework.
It can work.
But from my own experience,
yeah,
I'll say you the amount of time you dedicate to the side hustle and you stay diligent with it. I've not made it yet, but I think I'm gonna make it. That we actually doubles when you have like one, you're still keeping your option A open. You still have option B. You are still, I don't beat that. If that is what works for people, But from my own experience, because like I said, before I took this decision, I've also had some side hustle that I've been doing.
Okay, yeah.
But I've never really had time to make that side hustle to grow into what. If it also feels like the universe is just waiting for you and say, okay, you want to be playing safe, thinking you're just going to stylishly glide into becoming rich. We're waiting for you now. Let's see how you are able to do it.
That said, let me just mention that I'm a bit of a film buff as well. I love the story in Batman. There was a story of how a boy or a captive got out of a jail, and then it was like sort of like it was a mountain to climb. Let's just put it that way. I'm paraphrasing here, but what you said actually resonated. And it made sense because in that one, the people that kept on trying to jump from one side to the other, that had a rope to save them, never got through. Why didn't they get through? Because it always felt like there was a safety net. So you never put your all into it because you had another chance.
Yes.
So you always feel, I'll try again.
I'll try again.
Yeah, I'll try again. The only person that got out of that place went without.
Yes.
And that was the only person that survived to get out.
I don't know why the universe configured it like that, to be honest. I would have loved the other one where you at
least when you jump and then you get it, you say, okay, I can remove you now and go.
But there are records of people. There are like people that have failed over systemically. But what I always say is this: maybe they would have actually exploded if they had. But you never know these things. Right?
So true.
But for me, what I've gathered from experience is you need to be comfortable that the next month's bill is not guaranteed. Which is, if you're wondering what my reality is, that's my reality right now. Right?
Yes.
So I resigned like 2 years ago. 2 years ago. February. It's going to be 2 years next month. We are in January.
Oh yeah, true.
Time flies.
Gaspy.
Yes. Yeah, I resigned 2 years ago. And when I was dropping my resignation, I had to sign the HR form twice. Because the reason why I had to sign it twice was like, they were like, we are not the one. We are not the one
left in the most unconventional way.
It's very unconventional. Ever. How can you leave when you are really being celebrated and things? And it just came out of the blue. So I had to sign the HR just so that they're not going to have issue with the union. Yeah. And people around started to ask me, are you? So people actually felt like I've stacked up money somewhere. This.
It's like,
but I'm like,
if he's jumping, he's definitely he's got a safety net.
Yeah, a safety net, something. Like, who's bankrolling you? Who is doing this? So I got different kind of questions. Of course, there are also like disappointment, which is another episode entirely. Like, when people
tying themselves to you as well. So their success and everything is now reflected on you. They're like, we were supposed to do this together. We were supposed to do that together.
Exactly.
And now you've left me alone.
And there are also a case of people saying, don't worry, come, we we support you, we do this, we do that, we do this. Nah. And,
Or even some saying you should stay and then jump in themselves.
Yes. Yes. And, the thing is, like, in all this, I've done like 2 years now. It's going to be 2 years next month. It's not been easy, but it's been satisfying. It's something that, my mentor, I have a mentor now because I think it's good.
It's necessary.
He always tells me, like, the only way is the obstacle. There's no other way. The obstacle is the way. Yeah. And I sound pretty intelligent, like I know what I'm saying, what I'm doing. But let me tell you, there was a time, like I think 6 months into the job, I'm like, guy, what's your problem, sir? Who just leaves this to resign?
I will send you a message.
I just every 15th of every month, you're thinking, okay, how am I going to, you are doing calculation of how to gather money, mop money, do this, do that, do. So you took an entrepreneurship route, but you still now need to have, like, your entrepreneurship becomes your main hustle that is not generating any income.
Much,
but then you now pick a side hustle.
Side hustle to support you.
So you kind of flip the switch here, right? And so I did that, right? I did a bit of consulting just to be able to float, just to keep afloat. And also there's the part of, like, when you make the decision of becoming an entrepreneur, you think that you know what you think that you've figured out the value. You feel like once you just tell the world your ideas, you just be like, oh, Adenuga, where's your invoice? Take. But then you have your beautiful AI generated. AI generated.
Of course.
If AI generate business plan for you, it's like all the English is like, it will even tell you, this is how you can put your price, this is the value, this is this. At the end of 5 years,
everything
$50 million and whatever. Then you just print it out, very nice PowerPoint. Then you get to the market and be like, who is this one? What do you think that you are?
Exactly. What value?
What value? Come on for here. So you have to do that. Yeah. That took me like almost more than 1 year to even understand, okay, what exactly is this value? So the original value that I had when I resigned, when I tendered my resignation, I said, I quit because I have a fantastic idea. I took it to the market to test.
And the market said,
yeah, it's really good, but you can't become a millionaire with this one. No. You had to now sit down. Yeah. But now, because your mentality changes, because now you need to pay rent. Yeah. You need to keep to your expenses. And there is no any safety net anywhere. So you have to think. It just happens that you have to think. You have to think, you have to now see. And when you start to think, and when you are in that fixed, maybe someone can probably point me. I've never seen anyone that have actually tried that has not made it, to be honest. Yeah,
there will always
arguably.
Yeah, you're right. But there will always be people who can't, because as you said, the entrepreneurial route is a lonely road in a lot of senses, and you have to take your own
in this channel we will not make it lonely road.
No,
because I'll be showing some of the oblate that I'm having, like some of the enjoyment. But because I enjoy actually. You do it. Even when I don't have money, I'll be like,
you'll smile through that no money, man. No, but the whole channel, I believe that the idea is to basically we're all on the same journey, and it's not. I'm about to start my entrepreneurial journey. That word is hard.
Don't worry, I will hold your hand.
Thank you.
I know what I'm doing when I'm holding your hand.
Exactly. No, but I'm looking for something to be able to help me to be able to establish myself. Because right now, look at what AI is doing to the job market. It's messing everything up. It's supposed to do that. I mean, that's what happened when the computer came in for the typewriter. It happened.
And can I tell you the beautiful thing? Because there is some traction coming. Now I have clients, actually, believe it or not.
Okay.
I have clients. I have like 30 clients now.
Nice.
The SMEs, which is for another session. We're probably going to have another session.
But before we get into the other session, what is an SME?
Oh, small, medium size enterprise.
Small, medium size enterprise.
Company.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Sometimes you take all these acronyms from
You
that.
get
Sometimes I don't even know what they mean fully. I'm just like, okay, I use them, but so I was going to tell you like that the exploit that I've been able to do,
Okay.
I wouldn't have been able to do it without AI.
Yeah.
Actually.
So true.
So
true.
because
So true.
it's kind of, it felt like everything was just working together for good.
Yeah.
Because it gave me like a superpower to be able to explore. And that's something that we're also going to get to, because I used a lot of, my company now, and by the way, I have like 6 to 10 employees now. I don't pay them in Swedish crown. They're in Nigeria.
Because I was going to jump in.
I don't have already. Now, what are we talking about? Because to employ someone in Sweden is
I know.
me, I'm not able to pay myself for what they are making. Yeah, but now they are able to, they are able to generate what pays their salary. So I'm no longer like bringing money out of my pocket to pay their salary. So which is on the lighter note.
They've started to
generate some fund to pay their own salary. Which we are also even going to talk on this channel. I'm going to tell you, if you want to establish business in Africa,
that is most important part.
To know how to do it legally, what you need to do.
Exactly, the different phases and the different types. I'm going to press you on the different types of businesses that you can start by yourself.
Yes.
And your journey.
But that will not be today. That will be the next.
No.
So that you don't kill.
Stay tuned. We can't. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, you don't kill startup CEO. Right? We take it easy, right? Yeah. But yes, those are the things that we're going to. For example, like how do you actually like understand the tax system as a SME in Nigeria, for example. I've also started to explore Kenya. Comparing and contrasting. How to have like. There will be a lot of questions that people will be having. The one that I have figured out, or maybe to the best of my ability and knowledge, that I'm able to like at least synthesize it and tell people and say, okay, this is what you need to do to be able to get into that space. And also kind of living in Europe, having an entity in Europe and having an entity in Nigeria or in Africa, because now it's no longer just in Nigeria. I'm in Kenya, I'm in Rwanda, a lot.
Oh, nice.
Spending a lot of time. What kind of business that you can do, how you can leverage on AI. So there are how to get your first customer, get your first client.
That is the most important.
That one is very juicy.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Mr. Equipment over here is a photographer as well, so I need to learn that particular skill.
And by the way, you see, you will know that I'm a proper startup guy. I had to borrow Adenuga studio equipment. I can't even afford one.
No. Even that one is a journey on its own.
So by the time you hear me in the next upcoming podcast or upcoming conversation,
of course,
where I'm saying, there are 5 principles, that I've made it.
Definitely.
Once I start telling you there are pillars and 5 frameworks, and then you know that it's no longer raw anymore. But now the journey is very very raw.
He's hitting it. I believe Paul is hitting this. He wants to basically catalog his journey through this whole thing. It's very important because what we always hear is the gloss. We always hear that, I'm this and that, and I've made this and that money and that. That's the end product.
Yes.
He's now in the journey, he's in the trenches with us. So if we can get that nugget while he's
while still fresh.
Exactly, why is so fresh in mind?
Because next time now we're writing books. Maybe after 5 years, I'll be like 5 pillars of entrepreneurship. Yeah, and it's also important to point out like I think I said that before, that having 8 to 5 is 9 to 5. There's absolutely nothing wrong in it. That's
it is what people want stability. In fact, even within your scope as an entrepreneur, you would have people who are on your books in a 9 to 5 capacity. 9 to 5,
yes, you need that.
So
you need to have that.
It's the ecosystem feeds itself.
Yes.
So if you're going to be at the head of it, you are definitely an entrepreneur. But the people who are going to be feeding or who are going to eat off that table are going to be in a different capacity. So not everybody in your orbit is going to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah, absolutely. And then from what I know now, there is no one. I mean, there are people that because of their traits, because of their genetics, can you say genes? in that sense.
We can say, but it won't be right.
That I feel like, for example,
exactly.
for me, I'm very
Let's just
daring.
say born with that instinct.
It's for me, instinct. I'm very daring.
Yeah.
Like, sure, some of the decisions that I take, it takes, it's like this YouTube channel. I just thought about it 4 days ago, and I sent you like a message. I'm like, yes, I'm doing a YouTube channel. It's not something that I've thought about.
It was him saying that just also tore me into reality, because my mind has been, I want it to be perfect, right? I want it perfect. I studied this thing, so I'm like, everything must, the sound must be this must be that, framing.
For me,
he just said, let's do it, and I thought, why not?
Yes. For me, perfection is the enemy of progress.
Oh, big time.
Like, if I think about it, so that's why I said, maybe sometimes it's just genetics in that sense, that some people just have proclivity to do something, so entrepreneurship might come to them naturally.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say it came naturally to me. I'm like 40-something or so. But while some people, it's just in their gene, like they just do that. Why some people, they need to work. Yeah. They need to really be in the proper frame of mind. They need to push for it. But I don't think it's. Some people are. There's this kind of like category of like, you can never become an entrepreneur. No, I think everybody can become an entrepreneur.
Exactly.
It's just that for some people it comes a bit much easier. Maybe because of the way they make decisions, if they are able to take risks, because you are going to take risks. For you to leave your stable salary and say you want to go and enter into the world of unknown.
Exactly.
That's very risky, right? So and for me, I take risk in that sense, right? So that's just to quickly clear that out. But anyone can be an entrepreneur.
Yeah, we can. I mean, that's the whole point of this thing.
Late starter.
We're all
starter like me.
And me. I'm a little older. Just
tinily. Yeah, age is only a number now.
It's a number I don't want to talk about right now. But even within that, I think that the most important thing is to find that spark. And I've been basically, unlike you, I've been forced into the entrepreneurial
some people are like that. They have no choice.
You have no choice.
If you are in proper trenches, that you know that it's either you make it or you
don't
die.
Yeah.
Sometimes comfort is a curse. It's a blessing with a curse, right?
Yes.
Because you are like, because you have that comfort. But there are some people like, if they are not entrepreneurial, they die. They rather die. Because what are they going to do? They have to do something.
Yeah.
So, but for someone like you now, that you're a mobota, right? You have everything. Will you leave the comfort of your studio or whatever? So for you to jump on that track, it's bigger sacrifice, because you have nothing actually pushing you. Yeah. To say, okay, you can just sit down, do the regular job. Exactly. You're fine. You don't want to rock the boat. It's all right. So it's definitely,
you feel that safety and everything, and I think that the 9 to 5 brings that. But in the last few years,
but it's changing now.
It's definitely changed. It's changed.
I mean, let's talk a bit about if anyone listening to this, if you are not like in Sweden, before in Scandinavia, Sweden specifically, it used to be that if you have a permanent contract,
once you've got that permanent contract,
you go to church, mosque. Wherever
lifelong.
You go, wherever you go to celebrate it, it's a lifelong. Nobody can touch you.
Nobody's touching you. You literally to be fired, you have to basically shoot someone.
You have to do something that
the
terrible. Universe will be like, you deserve to die.
Exactly.
For you to be fired. But
now they, after, I think this happened in 2007, 2008.
Started
during that financial crisis, the one that happened because of the Lehman Brothers and Enron and all that kind of stuff. We're not talking about that, but that was what basically started the erosion of that safety net.
Yeah. The safety net now, is just an illusion. Yeah. Because especially in developed countries, I mean, in African countries, catching up with AI and trying to still figure it out. These days, you can barely talk without. Never knew we were going to say anything AI today, but so here we are talking about AI. So it's just about to get started. It's not even started yet. Yeah. So anything called safety nets now, it's out of the window. Exactly. So I think more people will be cornered into becoming more entrepreneur.
Exactly. Yeah, but I also on the AI thing, right? I don't see it as artificial intelligence. I see it more as an extra tool, because to be intelligent, it means that it will think on its own. And I don't think it's ever going to get there.
Okay, maybe we should save that.
It will never. The reason why, okay, yeah,
we will save that. The reason why I said that is because I have a different opinion. Right?
Definitely,
but
definitely.
But as a tool,
yeah,
absolutely spot on. But I think eventually it's going to become more. It depends on how you're picturing it.
It will become more helpful. I believe that.
No, it's going to become way more.
I believe that it's going to be able to make calculations that feel more like its intuition. But I think that the limitation of it is that the nuance of the human experience is impossible to capture. Oh, sorry. I would never say impossible. It's difficult. Because when you now say it's impossible now, that's how you do last time. Okay.
By 6 months, when you are listening to this video, you just look at it. Wow, I don't fuck up.
I messed it up.
What I always tell people, like especially in Nigeria or Kenya, when people ask me, I'll be like, we've not finished the original intelligence. Let's finish that one first. Then we'll come back to the artificial one, right?
Let's work on this
real one first.
Exactly.
Because the real one, I've not really explored it to the level that we should be exploring it.
So true.
Artificial intelligence, it's a total paradigm shift.
Yeah.
It's something now that is like, when I'm building products now, you can see this. We just built Popping, right? Yeah. When I'm building products now, I'm building it with like, before when you build a product, you are thinking, this is going to probably be like for 15, 20 years or 10 years. When you're building a product, like the lifespan, the life cycle is probably, you're thinking about 2 years. Yeah. And immediately you're just launching that product, you're already thinking how you're going to pivot, how you're going to do. So but we will add that to the nuggets, definitely, because there's no way we can have this channel, for one, without discussing about my daily work, how I use AI and things like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
that is definitely going to be a core part of this whole discussion. We're going to delve into many
different areas.
Delve into many facets of work life and life.
Yes.
So we'll see how we get on to getting it.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my guy.
Yeah, it's really nice.
All right, so stay tuned. We continue on the after.
2-3 more together.
Oh, without a doubt.
We'll see before I start to hustle.
Going
back to the streets.
Exactly, it's getting back to the streets. So, see you in the next one.
Thanks.
All right,
cheers,
ladies. Bye.